Hi everyone, this is Felicia from Felicia by the Seasons. Thank you so much for stopping in today. In today's video, I am going to be doing a DIY and I am going to be creating some more fabric pumpkins. And this time, they are going to be leopard print. Yes, you heard me right. I am going to be making my own leopard print pumpkins. And as you can see, I have my fabric right here. And I'm going to tell you exactly what this fabric is made from. Now, this particular fabric, I found it in Walmart. And this is actually a furniture throw. You know those fabrics that you get when you want to drape them on your bed or on your chair. This is exactly what this is. And I saw it and I liked the print and it was only $2.50. So yes, this video is going to be easy on the budget. So before we get started, let me show you the other items that I will be using to create this pumpkin. So of course, I am going to need some batting. So I've got plenty of batting, and I just got that from a pillow that I have and no longer using. Of course, we're gonna have some additional supplies. So these are everything that I'm gonna be using. You're gonna need some scissors. You're gonna need some kind of thread. I'm gonna make these glam. So I've got my little metallic paint here, and plus I got my little hot glue gun. I don't think I'm gonna need that. And plus, I love having trees. So this is just a branch that I've already took the metallic gold paint and painted. So that's why it's looking kind of sparkly. And I'm also gonna need a shape to create this pumpkin. So this is the platter that I am going to be using. So hopefully you can see this platter. It is huge, you guys. It's so huge that it is taking up the whole frame of this video. But nevertheless, when I first got it, I thought, oh my goodness, I am going to be able to create the biggest pumpkin you ever want to see. But when I actually made it, it didn't happen that way. So that's the shape I am going to be using, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down flat on the table. I'm going to take my fabric, and you are going to need a pen or some kind of marker of some sort. And I'm just going to take this fabric. Let me remove this. I am going to put the fabric down first. Okay. And then I'm going to turn this platter upside down so I can have some space to copy the shape. And can you see that right there? So I'm using this platter as multi-purpose. I'm not just serving food on it. I'm using it as my template. So now you can see how big this platter is. So I'm just going to take my little friendly Sharpie marker, and I'm just going to go around this entire shape, just like so. Oh, these are so fun to make. And this is a video. This video is all about decorating on a budget. And so I'm going to trace that all the way around. Okay. And then after I have completed that, I'll have my pattern. And if you can see right here, you can see my line right here where I've already traced. So then what I'm going to do, of course, you would have to cut it out. So I'm just going to go in here, and I'm just going to start over here on the side. And I'm just going to go around, and I'm going to cut this entire shape out just like so. Okay? And I'm just going to follow the lines And once again, make sure that you have some sharp scissors that you're using. So you're just going to cut around the entire shape. Okay. Are you seeing me doing that? I know it looks kind of like I'm not doing anything. You can't really see good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out this excess fabric so you can really see what I'm doing, because that fabric is in the way and you probably can't see exactly what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to get rid of all the excess, and I've almost got it cut out. Okay, how are we doing there? Okay, so you're going to get this shape after you cut everything out. Okay. All right, we're going to keep on going. And try to become as neat as you can. You don't have to be perfect with cutting it out. But it does, I did notice, the neater you are with cutting it, make sure your edges are not so jagged when you cut this pumpkin out. Okay, and we're going to keep on going around until we get this whole shape cut out. And I'm almost there. And I'm just following the line. Okay. It is so fun making these. I enjoy making them, and they're so cost effective. So I'm just going to take a look here, and I've got some excess right here, and I'm just going to cut that, trim that up just like that. Make sure it's even. Okay, and so there you have it. It is all cut out. There's your shape. Okay, so we're going to move this extra fabric out of the way. Perfect. See my leaves down there that I already made too. I bet you see that, huh? Okay, so now we have that cut out. And that's what we're going to use. So, fortunate for you, I've already did the next step, so we're just going to move that out of the way. And so what I did is I took my thread that I have. I took this large needle, okay, and then what I did is I took my needle and I just went around the entire circumference of the fabric. And I just did simple stitching until I came all the way around. And I just went in and out, in and out, in and out, just like that. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to use your stuffing, and you're going to go ahead and take that stuffing, and you're going to start stuffing your pillow. So make sure, look at me talking about pillow, your pumpkin, okay. But I actually took this, you can go out and buy batting, but I actually took mine from an old pillow, that a bed pillow actually. And sometimes those bed pillows, the fabric on it gets discolorated, and I don't like that because it starts to look dirty and yucky looking. So I will replace them. So instead of throwing away all this good batting, I decided to use it to make my pumpkin. And then you just pull your string. Look at that, how magic that is. Look at that, look at that. Isn't that fun? Whoopee! Okay. And you don't tie your ends, just leave your ends untied so you can pull it like that. You can use that thread just like a drawstring. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I get that batting all the way in really good in the edges. So now I'm just going to take my thread like so, and I'm going to pull it. It's that shower cap effect, you guys. If you wear a shower cap, you out there know what I'm talking about. Or some kind of cap to wrap your head up. I'm going to try to be careful with that. So look how nicely that has come together. Just like that. And in this center right here, that's where I'm going to put my stem. And I've already made my stem. And what I did was I just took a stem out of my yard. I painted this with the metallic gold paint right here. And I got this this is by Folk Art, metallic gold paint. Okay. If you can see that there. Very inexpensive. And I just sprayed my little branch here. And then I took some of this jute fabric and just wrapped it around multiple times. And I'm going to show you the stem that I made because this is going to be a glam stem. So this is the stem that I am going to be adding to this pumpkin right here. It looks like a microphone, don't it? Pop or wand. So what I did is I painted this the day before, and it's good and dry. And then I just hot glued some of these little gold flakes that I had on top to give it a little finesse. And it was something that I had in my stash. That's what I have left over. And I just hot glued the top there. That's all I did. So now what I'm going to do in the center of this pumpkin, I'm just going to insert my stem. Just like that. And I think I might add a little bit more foam in there. Some of this filling. Okay. Make sure that I get it the way I want it. Okay. And I'm just going to stuff that down in there. Like so. And then I'm going to pull it together again. And I'm going to go ahead and tie it together. Okay. So give me just a second here to pull it. Somehow I done got it twisted here, but I'm going to untwist. Okay. All right, come on here, string, thread, whatever you're doing over there. Come on here. There we go. Now all I'm going to do is pull it again, and I'm going to pull it tight. Looks like I got the snipples there. I'm sniffing in here. Don't know why. All of a sudden. And I'm going to pull that tight. And as you can see, my stem is in. And I'm just going to fluff this up a little bit to give it the shape that I want. I like the shape. And it's already flat. Now you can do these fabric pumpkins so many ways. Some people add beans to the bottom of them. Some go back in and re-sew the ribbon effect on the pumpkins. But I'm not going to do that to this pumpkin because as you can see in here, this pumpkin already has pretty good that ribbon effect. Those ridges that a pumpkin has on it. So I'm just going to pull that again. And I'm going to go ahead and cut my string now. I'm going to cut it. And I might have cut that a little bit too short. And I'm going to pull it again tight as I can without breaking it. And I'm going to go ahead and tie that first knot. Hope you can see that there. Okay, still pulling it. Make sure I've got it tight. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to put several little knots in here. Just to make sure that I've got this stabilized here. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Just stabilizing that. Okay. And maybe I should come around here and tie something right there too. I wonder what that would do. Let's see. And you can add some hot glue around this if you like. I don't think I want to do that. Let me undo that right quick. And I probably should have pulled this a little bit more, but that's okay. We're going to cover that up. And I'm going to go ahead and clip this now. And voila, we've got our little glam pumpkin. Now, what I did is I went ahead and made some leaves. These are I use these faux leaves as my template, okay? And I took this ribbon here and I laid this down on the ribbon and I cut it out and I was able to get this little shape here. And so all I'm going to do is just attach each of these to my pumpkin. And I think now that I look at it, I want to go ahead and add in some more of these little gold pieces here. And I did not turn on my hot glue gun. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And that's what she looks like. Voila. And I probably saved making my own pumpkins. Everything else that I have here, I had it. I didn't have to go out and buy anything new. The only thing new is the furniture throw or the throw blanket, which was $2.50. That's all I spent making this particular pumpkin. Now, if you have purchased a pumpkin like this in the store, made like this, you probably will pay $12.99 to $15.99 for that particular pumpkin. So I consider this a cost-efficient pumpkin. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to go ahead and hot glue everything. But that is the pumpkin, you guys. That's my leopard printed pumpkin. And I want to show you one more thing because I made a smaller one the day before. I just think it's so cute. You can put this one in your tier stand. And this is how this one turned out. Isn't that adorable? You can set this right in a tier stand, or you can sit this in an arrangement that you have. You can put it wherever you want. Isn't that absolutely adorable? Okay? So, that brings me to the conclusion of my video today. And I thank you so much for tuning in to my channel and watching me as I put this together. And what I'll probably do is, because it looks like these leaves are a little bit too big, I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to cut this down just a little bit because it looking kind of too big for me. Okay, I'm going to cut that down a little bit like that. I think I like that better. And I'm going to see, can I add in a clip and give you the final, a better look at it after I go back and hot glue those gold pieces like I have right here at the top. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video and you learned a little something more that you didn't know before, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. And so until the next video, you guys, happy decorating. Bye-bye.